So you all head into the repository, the old library, if you will. And you head into one of those silent, soundproof rooms, as you do. And as the door closes, you hear that that usual sound of when you're in a soundproof room, the shut, that kind of like almost sounds like vacuum sealing, only a little bit, not quite. Of course, there's still air in here, so don't worry about that. You probably weren't worried about that until I said something. My bad.
Very concerned now.
No, don't worry about it. Seriously.
I'm worried about
no,
my life.
Everything's fine.
I just got to be.
No.
Quick, stop breathing all the air.
Rolling up my second character.
No.
Wait, but there's too much now.
And this is how we ended Wilbranch. We can't find a proper ending, so I just kill you all with a broom.
What a way to start.
What a
April
world.
Fools.
Happy April Fools. Sorry. You all walk in and you can see the gentleman at one side of the table look up towards you as he removes his glasses and smiles. Welcome. So glad if you could join us. So please have a seat. We'll talk about all of this. Again, this is probably better suited for you versus anyone else in the Foundation. And I'm a little at my wit's end with this one, so hopefully you can assist.
Okay.
I, of course, have our lovely founder here as well, as this pertains to a big incident, a possible incident, and so he needs to be, part of these meetings, as is his new protocol. And he smiles towards Jason, and Jason just nods. Yes, I've made sure that there's always a founder somewhere within these meetings to make sure that, everything is, not shady, if you will. So, and so they kind of just like move to their briefcases, and you see them pull out a few folders, and Jason pushes his towards the gentleman, and the gentleman looks towards you all. Right, so a while back, a Foundation member of ours went missing. And so we are hoping to find what exactly is happening. We've tried to do this on the down low, as you will. We wanted to make sure no one could, catch wind of something that was going on because, well, they're not mundane. So I would hope that you would be able to assist, especially with your newfound power, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I will stop beating around the bush. Sorry about that. And he smiles. And he'll open the file and take out a picture and place it onto the table. And you see Caroline. He says, this individual is known as Caroline Clay. Normally, they participate in mundane activities. And then part of their position within the Foundation is to oversee their monstrous duties of sorts. So it's a way to assist the monstrous who have primal urgencies or live off of instincts. It's to help kind of sate those and instead grant it to a more suitable mentality. Something that benefits both the individual as well as Wilbranch. And of course, this is done through mutual means. So we don't just tell the monster, this is what you're doing and you're going to do it. We offer options, of course. And so Caroline insisted that she try this. And it worked very well for a while. But then she went missing.
Yeah, as he's talking, he just keeps on looking between the folder and Annabelle.
What's going on?
I do the same thing.
Did I say something wrong?
No, I just have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When did she go missing?
She went missing around a month ago.
Huh.
Why?
Call me crazy.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to.
I just saw her.
Oh.
Like right before you called.
Wait, really?
Yeah, she was added to her part-time job at the graveyard.
He looks a little perturbed by this. And then he looks towards Jason, and Jason nods and moves towards the opposite corner and starts to make a phone call. You're certain?
I mean, she looks more tired now than what she does in the photo. But yeah, that I just had a conversation with them.
So
Goodness.
she's been like a student at Wilbranch while doing this stuff too?
Well, to be honest, she does not quite have an age. It is part of her monstrous form. But as she appears quite young. And her mentality also as a mundane could also be considered more juvenile. So we assume placing her at the school would be beneficial for her to learn more about the mundane principalities as well as how to act and respond to certain things.
Oh. Anyone
Did
else
you
in our
talk-
school in the foundation?
Hmm?
Anyone else in our school is part of the foundation besides us?
I'm sure.
Oh.
I'm not at liberty to, of course, out them, if you will.
No. But
Biggest thing is the back of it. It's Ethan.
Totally, Ethan.
anyway, yeah, no, I literally just saw her an hour ago. She was driving a really broken down car.
No, that is normal for her. We did offer her suitable transportation, but she insisted on that.
Yeah. And she was headed towards Old Wilbranch when I
Interesting.
yeah. I don't
He leans back in his chair and he puts his hand over his mouth a little bit. I mean, that is par for the course. Her position is in the cemetery. It has to do
What
again with her monstrous form. She is an undertaker.
Does she
No,
have
Bill.
does she have an urn?
An urn?
Nothing, never mind.
And a white brim hat.
No.
Has she ever put someone in the tombstone pile driver?
Wrestling, you idiots.
Is her associate a sweaty bald guy or a sweaty guy?
He's just sitting there looking at you both.
This is all out of character.
Oh, I would hope so. Just kind of like
Oh,
stares.
yeah. Yeah, after the second one, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Right.
just like,
So, as you all are aware, of course, with young Abby's transformation, there are multiple creatures that are usually tasked with dealing with the undead. The Grim is a good example as one that protects grave sites, graveyards. The Undertaker helps to lead spirits as where they're supposed to go, and you also have experienced a Wraith before. Those are punishers of undead.
Iggy remembers the explosion? Yep.
So, well, with Caroline, her specialty was helping spirits of children.
Oh.
And so she would allow them peace, or she would allow them to play until they felt ready to move forward. So she was kind of a caretaker, if you will, not just an undertaker. And then he moves back to his briefcase, and you'll see him pull out what appears to be a toy made of clay. She would create these things, and they just appear as clay to us, but when a spirit of a child is to take it, well, it takes on the form of something that they recognize among the living, and so they are able to find a little bit of comfort. Kind of like a security blanket, if you will, something that they recognize amongst all of the unrecognizable. Helps keep them calm. Child spirits are the most volatile, as they can grow to extreme levels of panic or rage.
Yeah.
We know.
He nods. And then you see Jason hang up the phone, and he moves towards the gentleman. No, they didn't see her there. That is odd. She didn't seem
So,
like she
wait.
was lying to you, did she? And he looks towards you, Annabelle.
I mean, I saw her drive off in that direction.
Hmm.
I don't really know.
It's not
I
your
never-
fault. I just wanted to see if it seemed like she was maybe trying to mislead.
Maybe I just, I kind of came on a bit strong to her
Hmm.
because I was trying to help, but then, I kind of got myself involved. And tomorrow I might be seeing her, so to help with like studying.
Right. Well, do you have any questions for me before I continue? He looks towards everyone.
Yeah, does she just normally like check in with you guys? Is that what happens? She just stopped communicating with you?
Normally, we go to check in on her. She's been doing very well on her own, so we were able to give her a little bit of space and comfort of her own free will. She's, adjusting to mundane life very easily. So there was no need to worry. The panic only started when she went missing, but we assumed maybe something had happened. Perhaps she took advantage of a vacation, or maybe just forgot to tell us something. It does happen with our initiates. Sometimes they just take off. They forget, unfortunately, to let us know. And of course, that is a bit of a write-up, infraction. But for the most part, they come back. It only became an issue when we realized what her ability could do.
What's that?
Her clay is not just normal clay, and he'll hold the item, and he'll break off the doll's arm, and you'll see it kind of just crumble a little bit, and you see it just fizzle out into like this weird spectral, like glistening starlight that kind of moves up. It uses essence of the living. It does not mean that she hurts individuals who are living. We, of course, tested a few different things on how she could gain this essence. It could be as simple as being in a large area with multiple living and just taking a slight little bit. It does not take much to make this clay for her. But
That's cool.
if she were to make or produce quite a bit, it becomes volatile, and it could be used for a wide variety of different things. Anastasia actually tested out a few theories with it, just to make sure that this was, in fact, serious, which is why Jason is with us today. And he smiles towards Jason, and Jason nods. So when properly mixed with other chemicals or magics, they can create bombs. Very volatile bombs.
How volatile?
It depends on the size of the bomb. About a cherry-sized bomb would probably be enough to damage a room.
And you suspect she might have been making more of these?
I fear that whoever has taken her may be utilizing that ability. I understood why the Foundation wasn't too concerned, as she is a very kind individual. She has top marks in everything she does, and there's no reason to really concern ourselves with what she would do. But there is, to be honest, my concern is she's easily manipulative. Or easily manipulated. Sorry.
Very different things.
Very different things, sorry.
I was like, oh, what?
Sorry. She's very easily manipulated. She wants to do well with everyone, so she wants to do what she can. And if a well enough threat is formulated, she may go along with the plan just to make sure that threat does not come to happen.
So, wait. You're thinking maybe she's undercover to prevent a disaster? Is that what you're saying?
I believe that if she is with another individual, she may be working with them only to keep something bad from happening. She's keeping up her end of a bargain, basically, to make sure that something bad doesn't happen to something she cares about. And she cares quite deeply for children as well as living things.
Do you suspect anything? You have any idea of what could be?
I mean, like, are there any, like, enemies to Undertakers or anything like that?
Naturally, there are none. Undertakers themselves, they can be seen in different forms. And he starts to move towards his bag, and he pulls out a strange old book. And he opens them, and you can see a few different forms drawn in them. You can see one wearing a long cloak that has a lantern with a blue flame inside. You can also see a being made of ethereal flame with black eyes and antlers or some other animalistic markings or shapes to them. and you can see one who simply looks like a mundane, but their body slowly is like, it's almost turning skeletal. So their skin is so translucent you can see the skeleton underneath. But again, their position is not like a wraith. A wraith, of course, punishes. So there are enemies that would want, things not to be punished. Grims are made to protect, and so of course those that wish to destroy would be enemies to a Grim. An Undertaker simply wishes to help lead children or other souls to where they belong to, and they don't even force them to go to these areas. They're a very docile entity, if you will.
Okay. Is there anything else we should know before move forward?
Unfortunately, we don't have much else to go off of, but we were hoping that, well, and it sounds like we were right almost. He smells towards you, Annabelle. I was hoping that maybe you all could assist in this because it is very fragile of a mission, and I would prefer not to get the wrong individuals in charge of this. The last thing I want to do is make Caroline feel as though she is in trouble for what she has done. If anything, she should be praised for wanting to protect the people of Wilbranch. That is her job. However, I do wish she could have come to us for support. But again, this also does show, and he looks a little bit angry, how the Foundation originally worked and operated. So.
So, Belle, is that thing for tomorrow definite now?
We'll see. I don't have a way to contact her.
Oh,
say
you
for
actually didn't get her
certain.
number?
No, because she
I
kind
am
of
shocked.
she went off in a hurry. I didn't want to be more awkward.
No, it's understandable. It's more of a lead than we had, honestly. And I'm glad to see at least she was okay. Unless somebody's taking on her phone, which is unlikely, I hope. So, just keep us posted on this, yes? And if you hear any information, let us know.
Yeah, no, we could always keep an eye out tomorrow at school.
I appreciate that very much.
Mm.
And of course, if you handle this, we will of course give you proper compensation by maybe upgrading your facilities for the overseer.
That sounds pretty
I
good.
mean, internet?
Unfortunately, we cannot place internet within a secretive sanctum. I apologize.
Guys, we already went over this.
Because if the internet can go out, they can be tracked in.
Yeah.
Yes. So
One can hope.
you are more than welcome to hope and dream, but I cannot promise you an encrypted, until our tech team is able to come up with a way to block people from the outside looking into the internet without, like, any sort of doubt. I'm sorry. All right. Well, if you have any questions for us, feel free to get in contact with either of us. But I appreciate you all for doing this for us. Thank you.
Seeing as this is the beginning of a mystery, should I roll my thingy?
You may roll your thingy
Do I get to
Roll
roll
that
my thingy?
in a moment.
Oh,
Wait your turn.
okay, before we get that all
I
off.
rolled my thingy,
Okay.
Oh
and I
no.
have 2 holds.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yay.
Your thingy was wrong.
Okay. So I will say that both the gentleman and Jason begin to pack up their things, and they leave you to the room. Jason just looks towards you. If you're ready to leave, you can simply hit the buzzer by the door, and someone will escort you out. But if you'd like to converse, at least in a I apologize, soundproof booth and in total privacy, it is yours for the time being. He nods, and they both start to step out.
Jason,
He looks towards you.
tell Cecily to say hi.
Of course. He nods. And he begins to step out, and they close the door behind them. You have the space to yourselves.
Okay, what are the odds of that?
Listen, this is Wilbranch. It's
That's
always gonna happen.
that's true. Archer says that's true.
I'm sure Archer saw the possibility of it happening too.
I wasn't looking. I could have, but it's probably yeah.
And as it stands, if we're these like almighty pillars of Wilbranch, people are just going to naturally gravitate towards us.
That's
Oh my
true.
god, we're like stand users.
It's like you're popular or something. Archer says quietly.
So hard though.
Heavens high.
Yada.
Storm free! Anyway,
Anyway, there are only 3 that say anything.
exactly.
So it's perfect.
Oh no.
Or I just judges you all.
Of course.
All right.
I just learned about anime.
I know
Hey,
what anime
Hey
is.
says that.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Welcome to the
Alright.
club.
So, Annabelle, your power is slightly different this time. So, at the beginning of your mystery, you can choose to pull your string, but it doesn't just show up. You actually will it to show. Of course, if you wait too long, then the vision's not going to be very helpful. So it still should be
Yeah.
towards the beginning, but you can always wait until you're in a safe area or until you know that it's the time to go ahead and do it.
Well, we are in a soundproof room,
Hmm.
but magic going off here is a no-no.
That is true. That's why I didn't have it happen.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I just remembered that now because last time that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that when we leave.
Okay.
But gone for a month. That's so something that I would do when I lived in the city.
Well, and
Oh,
you're
here's-
right, though. Her picture definitely looks a lot more like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed than she did when you talked about her.
No, she just looked very like similar, but she just had like a little more bags under her eyes.
Hmm.
Her hair was a little more unkempt underneath.
So we have, the two obvious approaches, which is outright asking or the stealthy skulking following her route.
That would not make it creepy.
Yeah, I'd rather I'm assuming by the call that Jason had, she probably isn't at the graveyard where she works right now. Maybe.
Yeah, we should. Maybe she'll come in contact with you tomorrow since you guys set up that whole study thing.
Yeah, I'd rather just see if maybe tomorrow we see her at school. I'll keep an eye out, and you guys know what she looks like now. So you guys can see that too.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to do in this space?
Nothing that we can do that uses magic. So.
Yep. So
Oh,
you'll,
okay.
When we get out.
Actually, before we
Yeah.
go out,
Yeah.
is there a? I know there are books that can be seen.
Mhm.
Is there anything more about undertakers?
roll investigate a mystery.
Oh fuck!
You gotta roll a move for that.
They're afraid of big red machines.
I got a 12.
A 12. All right. So I'll say that that's your specific question then.
Yeah. Is there any books that I can find about?
You do find one book that seems not as similar as the journal that Jason pulled out, but it does talk
Mhm.
about undead entities that work with the living and the dead. So you do find something. What exactly are you looking for?
Is there anything, because of how she acted, like she was trying to not bother anybody, is that like a part of a natural thing, that how they are because they're trying to be so helpful to everybody else?
The Undertakers are more of a neutral style monstrous being.
Mhm.
So they tend not to intervene in areas they're not supposed to. Contact with individuals are always to remain neutral. They can't, of course, gain relationships with, of course, the spirits. It's kind of like a daycare center kind of thing. Like you treat the children with care, but of course don't gain a full attachment to them because, of course,
Yeah, 'cause
eventually
then
they will leave.
Yeah.
So it's one of those kind of things where they tend to keep a very like neutral position, especially when it comes to older adults or older spirits, because of course they understand life and death versus a child who would understand life and death.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. That's all I got for now. Then. on
So
my
yeah,
part.
what I will say is what I'll give you with that is that with how Jason described her versus how you witnessed her as well, she's definitely not on the neutral side of things. She has definitely
Yeah.
more mundane personality to her versus what is listed in this book.
Yeah.
Which is
she's
probably
definitely-
which is definitely probably, you know, the whole goal of this you know, getting her accustomed to Wilbranch thing. So this
Yeah.
was the goal of probably the foundation, was to let her be properly accustomed to how a mundane responds and acts, and it seems to be working.
too much of a people pleaser. All right.
But it might have backfired a little bit, and she might have become a bit of a people pleaser.
That's why she's like, okay, good to know.
Mhm.
Right. That's good on my part then.
All right. Is everybody good to head out of the old library then?
Yes.
All right. So as you head outside, Annabelle, if you'd like to roll your move, now is the time to do so.
Yeah. I'll kind of like scurry behind a tree, just stupidly at first, and go, guys, come over. Without
Come
saying
here! Mirror.
Yeah.
Why are we hiding behind a tree?
Well, I don't want people to see in case they can see this, and she'll start.
Are you
Creating-
gaining Archer's help? This is important.
Yeah, I'm asking them. I'm
Okay.
saying-
So Archer will stand kind of behind you, and he'll put his hands out over yours, and you'll see strings appear over them.
And then she'll form her strings to
Okay.
do a peek into possibilities.
So normally what happens for you all, what you can see for Annabelle, is a thread shows up in front of her, or she pulls something. You don't quite see it, but here you can actually see the threads this time. And then in the middle of her cat's cradle, you see one silver thread amongst all of the golden threads. And go ahead and roll your move.
I don't know how to add the +1, so it's a 10.
It's a 10, so it's a full success then.
Woo.
Very cool. All right, look at
Good,
you
good.
go. Look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
I'm doing my moves.
All right.
You did it.
New move. Because unfortunately, I didn't get to fix the slideshow in time, but yeah, Annabelle's got a new sheet.
I got so many cool things,
Y'all
guys.
got custom sheets made by me with love.
You
I
have
love
such
y'all.
things to show us.
So
You
many
know what I
things. All right. So with that, on a 10 or higher, cool. So you get the full vision, and then you get that little bonus, so don't forget that. So here's how this looks. You go into a dark space. Archer's still behind you, kind of making a little bit of a field around you. You see a circle below you of strings in a protective barrier. And you see almost like a play, like usual, play out. You see the young girl, Caroline, standing in front of a mirror, it appears. The mirror reflects somebody much happier and much more awake, not too different looking, but at least somebody who is enjoying their time currently. And as you see her, she seems to be growing more and more tired, and you see her slowly move and start removing her hood. And as she pulls the hood down, you see a bright red ribbon, not a string, a ribbon, with a large bow in the back tied. And she moves towards it, and then her breathing begins to pick up of fear. You feel her thoughts begin to fill the space. If I do this, no, I can't do this. If I do this, they'll do what they said. I have to do what they ask. I can't let them hurt everyone. And you hear another voice. This one, very feminine, like a songbird. You hear it just say, "Yes, that's a good puppet, isn't it? Do as you're told. Follow the instructions. Make the clay we need. and we'll keep our end of the bargain. And you see the red ribbon shift and transform into a red shackle as she just looks downward. And as she looks downward, you can see little flickering lights begin to appear around her. These little tiny blue orbs that you recognize as will-o-wisps surrounding her. But they're not there to hurt or distract. They seem to be comforting her as she holds out her hands and one floats into her hands. And she begins to cry.
Oh.
The scene pauses, which is something you're not used to. And Archer says, I think we can do something else. We have a really strong connection with this. What do you want to do? You want to see what we can do?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an investigate mystery.
Roll another one. Oh, I got a big success of 7.
So at a 7 and 9, you can ask me one general question.
Okay. And the one that really sticks out to me is what is being concealed here.
So as you are looking at the scene and you're looking for what is being concealed, the pause almost seems to rewind a little bit to before the ribbon turned into a shackle. And you see strings, like marionette strings, moving down towards her shoulders and towards her hands. And as you look up towards them, you can see a woman cloaked in red. Long, flowing blonde hair in wisps and whirls over her shoulders. She has bright blue eyes as she just smiles coyly. Her makeup is very doll-like. She's not the doll-like being that you witnessed before. She is a person, a human. But she has this very Lolita makeup that makes her appear very young and very cutesy as she just holds the strings, and her face almost looks cute, but then her eyes look wild with excitement.
Yeah.
And that is what you see.
Okay.
And as you see this, because you only got to ask me one question, the scene quickly starts to shift and play faster, and then the circle around you moves up, and you are back in where you were before. No one else has noticed that she left or anything. It's been a second. But you see, all of you, as she's holding that cat's cradle, the silver thread snaps, and everything begins to fade.
Did something happen?
That information, yeah.
That was
Wait.
really vivid.
It really was. That's
Holy shit. Archer just looks towards you.
Just now, it's only been like a second.
it was longer in there. It was,
When I was a chosen, I never could do that.
Whoa.
I guess working together helps a lot.
Wow. And he just holds his head. Okay, well, that was... Wow, okay, well, let's...
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and she'll
What
explain.
happened?
And she'll proceed to explain everything, including noting about the woman in red with the blue eyes and long blonde hair that curls.
Well, we're definitely dealing with a child of Lilith.
Yeah, but what scares me is that it's a bigger and stronger hold on her, you know?
Yeah, like a red shackle, you said, right?
Yeah, it was like a ribbon at first, and then it kind of transformed into a shackle.
We've
And
never
then-
seen them as ribbons. We've only ever seen them
No,
as solid
string.
strings.
Yeah, like the strings that were there.
There was a
So-
ribbon one time, but it just had one fiber of it, right? That we just pulled. Wasn't that right?
Exactly. Yeah. No, it was a lot. It's definitely a stronger force here.
They're learning. They're doing something more.
I'm really worried. I mean, just the thought of an Undertaker being grappled by a big red machine, it's horrible.
Archer just looks towards you.
Anyway, what I'm worried about also is that they're using her. They're saying to her to use her clay, but I'm sure they're not going to keep their end of the bargain that they're making with her.
I'm
If
sure they
they're having
didn't
her-
tell her how much she had to make.
On top of that, that's probably why she's looking more tired and weak.
I mean, whether she's making a bunch of them or just one giant one, either one's going to be scary.
Yeah.
Well, first things first. Should we try to track her down now? Or at least get a sense of direction? I think I have something that might be able to help. Well, myself or Laura, really.
And if
I
you
have
want
something I
to,
could try also. Yeah. Well, let's try your thing first.
yeah, let's try. And if it becomes too much, we'll back off on today.
Right. Well, first thing, let's get back to the parking lot of the school.
Okay.
That's going to be where the strongest sense of her in any way is going to be for any of us.
I'll meet you guys there. I'm gonna try a few things. I'll keep you guys posted.
Right on.
And he's since they're behind the tree, he's gonna put on the mask and get ready to do a jump.
All right, you're gonna do a star jump.
Star
In
jump,
my
yeah.
head, it's gonna end up like in Kung Pao.
Oh no!
Man, why?
No, I'm not jinxing you. I'm just saying.
Why
that
would
in
you
my
jinx
head,
me like this?
that's-
Oh, I'm not jinxing you. Oh, sure. Let's see.
You're not. You're gonna do better than
Yeah,
me.
You're doing
I
great.
still got that +1, so
Yeah.
I
That's
still
what I'm
got
saying.
10
You
left.
Yeah.
Up, up, and away.
And you have a
Look at that.
lucky,
Got it.
so your lucky's gonna bump it up even more. Well, I guess it's well. All right, so
Sort of.
Yes. See, I didn't curse you. That's in my head. That's what would happen.
it was hard not to pass that, honestly. All right, so you can choose one of the bonuses if you'd like.
I'm gonna do the invisible one.
Okay, so you see Iggy settle down for like a jump up, and then as he jumps up, that's when he goes invisible, and he's no
So-
longer there.
The first thing I want to do is I'm gonna do Hero Wilbranch and just check the town.
Okay.
So I'm gonna observe the town for any danger. So I'll roll another plus weird.
Yep.
Open up
Oh.
your senses.
Oh, no.
Ooh, oh wait, hold on. Let me see what happens when I miss again.
Ooh. Wait, does it still get a +1?
Yes, it does. So it's a
Wait.
7 to 9.
It's a mix, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a mixed success. I'll take that.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So with a mixed success, as you are observing the town to see if there's anything going on, there seems to be some sort of commotion towards the cemetery, actually.
That's actually where I was gonna land also. So
Mhm.
that's actually perfect. So
Alright.
he's gonna go ahead and land.
All right. You can actually hear a few of the individuals, and when you land, of course, that's when you lose your invisibility.
Mhm.
All right. So as you land, you lose your invisibility, and you can hear a few of the people. It looks like they're just regular workers for the cemetery, just talking amongst themselves. One is looking a little bit paler and more frightened than the other, as the other one's just kind of patting the shoulder and granting a warm drink and a blanket just to kind of help this poor shocked individual. As you can hear them go, I heard laughter, and then I heard a weird voice just shouting, "Get out!" And dude, I can't work at a cemetery anymore. And the guy's like, "Okay, first of all, breathe. You're panicking. I mean, yeah, you hear those horror story shits all the time, but breathe, my dude, breathe." The guy's just like shaking and shivering. And you can actually see, I will say, with your 7 to 9, there appear to be little flashes of blue light that it just kind of
Gotcha.
appear in your peripheral.
Okay. Does it look like those employees are about to leave soon?
It looks like they just sat down, or that at least the guy just sat down to start like resting and recovering from whatever put some shock into him.
Okay. Well, since it seemed like he didn't draw any attention yet, right?
No.
Okay. Doing his best, he's gonna try to go off to the side, away from them. And one more thing I'm gonna try to do communion.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a plus charm.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. With a full success, Let's see. So you
So
are
basically,
summoning
yeah.
a spirit that sees you as a
I-
friend.
Basically, I'm just like gonna try to reach out to the blue will-o-wisp. See if I
Okay.
can, like,
I can make that work, no problem. So,
Mhm.
as you are kind of channeling your commune, you close your eyes and you reach out with hands you don't have. It just feels like you're trying to grasp at anything surrounding you. And you feel your hand not grab forcefully, but hold another thing. And as you open your eyes, you see 3 little will-o-wisps just kind of chilling around you as they're just kind of floating. And they go, weird, weird one. Who are you?
hey there, I am Skull Rider.
What is that? One says.
I am a superhero here in Wilbranch.
Superhero?
Yeah, you guys remember those, right?
The ones that fight bad guys? The other one, one of the other ones say.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the bad guy?
No one here right now. I'm
Villains! Evil foes! They start kind of like floating around you all excited. Let's see it! Fight evil!
He laughs along and just lets them like get excited for a bit.
Okay. And then they eventually slow down. No evil.
That's because you guys are here to protect this place.
Whoa! Are we superheroes? One says.
Definitely.
Whoa! They all just say in unison, oh my gosh, this is so cool! We're super. Did you know we were super? No, I had no idea.
Hey,
They all just turn towards you in unison.
out of character, slightly creepy, but okay.
They're ghosts.
Do you guys know a nice lady named Caroline?
We don't know names. I don't know. I know a nice lady. One says.
Nice. Oh, okay. Can you describe her for me?
She's really blue, and she has these horns, and big old black eyes. She's very nice. She
I'm trying to remember this.
gave me a ball. One says.
Oh.
And that will be one of your questions, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Okay. So I'm trying to remember Caroline's description. Does that match Caroline with the blue hair?
That matches. It's not blue hair, but it matches one of the drawings in the journal that Jason had.
So Iggy's probably gonna make the assumption that's probably her Undertaker form.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen her around recently?
Yesterday. She came today, but she didn't enter. It was sad. She promised she'd make me a ball. And then the other one goes, haha, I got one, you didn't. He's like, you could share. He goes, no, it's my ball. You'll have to get your own. Then they start having a little argument as one just floats toward, like, a little bit around you and goes, yeah, she was supposed to get here today, but she didn't come in. There's
Do you
your
know
other
why
one.
she didn't?
That's your third question, if you're okay with that.
That was third. Oh wait, hold on. Okay.
That will be your third if that you want that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get.
Yep, think about what it
A
is.
little bit more thought.
Mhm. So I'm giving you that heads up because you're not used to it.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what the last question I can ask. You mentioned she was sad. Did she mention what was bothering her?
I'm trying to think how they would answer.
Yep.
One moment as I meta a little bit. So the little one who's not arguing, the two other are arguing straight up over like getting a ball. The other one just goes, she said there was a mean lady, and the mean lady said, you gotta do what I say or I'm gonna blow up your town.
Ah, got it. Well, here's a secret for you three.
They all stop, like the other two stop arguing.
I'm gonna help make sure that doesn't that mean lady stops making your friend sad.
Oh, really?
Because that is what a superhero does.
Yeah, they start kind of just floating around you, and they're like, "Oh, we can help, we can help, we can help. We're superheroes too." You said, no take backsies. One says.
No take backsies.
Yeah, they all get excited as they all start bouncing around in a circle, and one says, "If you could help her, that means that she can make me my ball."
Yep.
That's exciting.
Unless your friend changes his mind, lets you, share a ball. He's kind of like nods.
No! One just starts flying away as fast as he can. He's like, "Get back here and take a ball!" The other one chases after him. He goes, "I gotta go make sure they're not gonna hurt each other. Okay, thank you, Mr. Superhero. Bye!" And the other one
We'll
just
see you around.
bounces and floats away as they all start floating away.
Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna get here.
And that
So
is the
we can,
cutest little interaction I've ever fucking made.
I loved it,
was,
by
I
the
love
way.
it.
That was so good.
Brush
he's gonna
off my
go ahead and-
shoulders. Sorry, go on.
He's gonna do one more jump and then try to head back to the school where they were gonna
Okay.
meet.
Roll your jump, please.
I'm kind of hoping I fail this. I don't know why.
Because it would be funny.
It would be funny.
That's why.
Yeah,
you still have a +1.
It's a mixed success.
It's a mixed success, yeah. So let me look at star
Well, that
jump.
still works.
Yeah, you can fly as normal, so you don't get the benefit. So as you leap into the sky, the cemetery worker sees you. A man in all black wearing a skull mask goes, "Ah!" And you hear him scream as you fly away. And we're gonna take our last break. So we will be back in about 10 minutes. Go get a drink, go get a snack, whatever you need. We'll be right back.
I want you to know that with you